Hi. All right, let's talk about Russia collusion and Russian interference. And I gotta laugh because it is so outrageous. It is so idiotic that even Obama said it when he was running against Romney. When Romney was running against Russia, he was mocking Romney, like the Cold War, the 80s, want you back or something like that, because he knew. Obama's not stupid, okay? None of the communists really are stupid. I mean, they would not be able to hold on to power and deceive so many people if they were stupid. So they know the truth. They just lie to you constantly. He knew who the real threat is, and he supported it. Iran and China. And he went against the ones that were holding the threat back. Remember the whole Arab Spring? He went against every dictatorship that was actually holding the Muslim Brotherhood and the radical Muslims down. But enough about Obama. So Russian collusion, first of all, to fight an enemy, you have to know who the enemy is. If you don't know who the enemy is, you can't fight him. So that's why they're hiding that China is the enemy, because they're supporting the communists support communists. They do fight sometimes, but for power. But you have to know your enemy. So as Sun Tzu, Art of War. If you don't know your enemy, you can't defeat him, and to defeat him, you got to know him. So I'm not saying Russia is not a threat, but Russia is nothing like China. Does Russia interfere in our election? Of course it does. Always does. But they were interfering not to help Trump. They were interfering to help Hillary get elected, because they knew that Hillary is going to be friendly, just like Obama was friendly. Obama, the whole, hey to Medvedev, tell Vladimir that after the election, when I get reelected, then I'm going to be able to do more for him. Or Hillary with the reset button. Okay, Putin's not an idiot. You don't become KGB colonel and a leader of Russia to be an idiot. Okay, so he definitely did not want Trump, and he doesn't want Trump now either, because first of all, Trump was an anomaly. And not a globalist. He advertised it, Trump, who he is, America first, and getting us out of all this globalism and everything. So Putin did not want Trump. And so this whole hoax about Russian collusion, and now again with all the Hunter Biden's emails, laptop, and the corruption of the Biden family coming out, and Democrats again, Russian collusion and Russian interference, again, deflection from what really is going on. China is the one mainly interfering in our election, but they're doing it totally differently than how Russia was doing it. A fake dossier and false information about Trump and all of this. China's doing it. They're buying our politicians. They're buying Google, and they're buying our big companies. It's all about money, because our companies and our business leaders and all of that, it's China's huge market. It's about money. And they're selling our country and our freedoms and your prosperity and your liberty, religious rights, everything. They're selling it to the communists, because they are the highest bidder for money. They're all guilty. Okay, even a lot of the Republicans are guilty, because they get money from Google and Twitter and Facebook, the tech giants. And again, huge market, China, for all their services and their products, and for iPhones and manufacturing for cheap over there. Instead of paying American workers to manufacture it here. So that is the one who is really interfering. And you really think that China wants Trump to be president? Of course not. Trump took him on with a trade war. He was going to knock him on their knees financially. That's why they unleashed this pandemic on the world, deliberately, to economically cripple us, to cripple Trump so he won't get elected, because that was one of his strongest points, the economy. So the Chinese deliberately set off to destroy it. And the Democrats are just playing along because they're in collusion with them. So if Biden wins, which it's still not Biden, it's Kamala Harris, okay? They said it 3 times already. Whose administration it really is going to be. Who is really running for president? It's Kamala Harris. Okay, she could never win on her own. Such a lefty communist person. So she'd be totally under the thumb of the Chinese. Biden already is under the thumb of the Chinese. They already bought him a long time ago. So all this nonsense about Russian collusion, wake up, people. Wake up. Russian interference, wake up. It's negligible, and it's not to benefit Trump. So wake up, smell the liberal. Don't be a useful idiot. And vote for Donald Trump, or you're going to lose. Democrats are going to take God. They're going to take guns away from you. Trump, if they could, they'd execute him and make liberals cry again. Because if they're not going to cry like 4 years ago, you're going to cry when you lose everything, when they take everything from you that you hold dear. Mark my words, they have done this before in so many countries and to hundreds of millions of people. Wake up. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe and click on the notification bell.